Hi, my name is Bill Caskey with Caskey One. I want to do a quick shout out to Ann Clifford and the people at Safari Solutions, because in this video we're going to talk about a topic that Ann and I have actually talked about on the phone several times, and that is this idea of inspirational leadership. And I know that Safari Solutions has some really interesting products and services and a thing called Sales Score, which really helps sales managers and owners really pick the right salespeople for their team. So when Ann and I were talking the other day, we were talking about some of the things that we hear sales managers say, and so that's what this video is about. We're going to cover three what I consider to be very large components of you being an inspirational leader to your sales team. So this is not inspirational leadership for companies or for shop floor people. This is only for salespeople. In other words, you're a sales manager or a regional manager that has to in some way inspire your sales team to greater heights. The three things that we see here and that are really interesting in terms of secrets is there is no inspiration in victory, so teach skills. Now, what we mean by that is I think that victory is a very inspiring thing. In other words, success is inspiring. If your sales team gets 10% of the deals that they quote, that's not very inspiring, because that means that 90% of the time they're working on stuff that never happens. That may be their fault, maybe your fault, maybe customers, whatever, but I want them to be victorious. The way you do that is to teach skills. But you don't teach manipulative skills, you don't teach contrived skills, you teach skills like how do you set the stage for an honest relationship with your prospect? If your people don't have an honest relationship set up front, they're going to get lied to. They're going to get used. They're going to get strung out. And they're not going to be very motivated to go to the next step. So make sure that you're teaching your people contemporary, modern skills. And you can learn a little more about some of the skills that we teach at caskey1.com. There's a whole bunch of blog posts there, and we get into a lot of detail there. The second thing is have a cause bigger than money. You know, I think we sales managers and leaders we sort of fall into the trap of everything's got to be about brand new customers and money. How much is that deal worth? How much are you going to make from this deal? Well, what's the profit percentage? We get so hung up into that, we forget the bigger cause, which is the work we do, which is the service we provide, the value we bring to our customers. So the next time you have a sales meeting, forget the numbers for 15 minutes and just talk about the value of the product and the service that you're representing. Let's hear some stories about some customers who you sold to whose lives have been changed by the work that you do, or their lives have been improved significantly, or where the customer has made more money because of the work that you do. So make the cause bigger than just money all the time. People get sick and tired of always talking about revenue, what's in the funnel, when's it going to close, how much is it going to be, why can't we add the sale? Get out of that at least for 15 or 20 minutes once a week at a sales meeting. Third secret, inspirational leadership, coach the player, don't take the ball. What I see happen a lot of times is we don't do a very good job of coaching skills. We just go take the ball when it's near the end zone, to use a lame football analogy. I've seen this so many times where the salesperson is moving and moving and moving, and all of a sudden the sales manager says, you know what, let me have it from here. Or the sales manager shows up on a sales call with the salesperson, and the sales manager takes over. That's not inspirational. That's deflating. In many ways, it's belittling to allow someone to take the ball all the way up to almost the goal line, and then you run it in. You take it away from them. So coach the player to be better at the skills that they use, but don't take the ball at the end. I would even say if the salesperson is going to fail and go down in flames, let him go down in flames. The idea is that you're going to be teaching a long-term approach to this. And if you go take the ball from them every time, and again, take the ball could mean you make the call instead of the salesperson, you handle the meeting instead of the salesperson, you make the presentation instead of the salesperson. You've got to get away from that. It does not inspire salespeople. So I hope that you've enjoyed these things. If you want to know a little bit more about how sales leaders can inspire their sales team, go to caskey1.com. Plenty of stuff. There's audios, there's videos, there's blog posts, and I hope you'll join us in the future at one of our teleseminars, webinars, or at least as a subscriber to our newsletter. Take care. See you next time. Bye.